Okay. Let me check the stream. Okay. So you cannot hear the neighbor? Okay, that is good. That is very, very good. Yep, seems to be fine. So, hello and welcome. Today I want to do story quests for my Reaper, because it's actually max level, but I haven't done any story quests, hardly any story quests. And I want to step on it. What else? I guess right away we are going to do mini cactpot and retainers. Yes. And then we'll go and do the quest. After I'm done with the story quest, depending on how much time I have left, I might do the raids to gear up a little bit. Yeah, the goal is to get gear. Retainers. Go next. Oops. Same for you. Level 83, confirm. Assign. Field exploration. Okay, same one, level 71. Oh, what is this gear? That's... okay, a sage. Coat of healing. Whoa. That looks really good. Augmented Renacita. Coat of healing, okay. Okay. What else? Cactpot. I always forget which direction the cactpot is in. Oh, I did it. It's in. It's going to be up in 3 minutes. Okay, I'm not going to wait for it. Let's go into the quest. On the hunt. We are hunting for some really dangerous void scent that killed the family of the leader of our Reaper organization. If I remember correctly. On the hunt. Aha, you guys. Good, you made it. Before we set off, allow me to share the circumstances of our poor woodcutter's disappearance. Oh yes, so some woodcutter disappeared in this area, and then there were reports from other people that they saw some pale individual with red eyes. As I heard it, he disappeared nigh on a week ago. Got lost some surmise, but he was a seasoned woodsman, not some highborn traveler who forgot to buy a map. I questioned those closest to him, and none could think of a reason he might want to make himself scarce. He'd even made plans to meet with friends not long from now, but I expect that promise will go unkept. It sounds like we can rule out a voluntary departure. I believe we can. The last person to see the man alive said he took his axe and ventured northwest. Then that's where we will set our trap. Here, Cephris, take this. A Magitech transceiver. And candle that scented like a void sense favorite libation blood. Transceiver. Okay, so a link shell. Once it's lit and the fumes are wafting, what? Through the air, every void sent within 30 yalms will come running. If either of us sees Orcus, let's give the other a shout over the transceiver. As I said before, Orcus is inhabiting the body of a man, and he can put on an awfully convincing performance when needs must. Don't give him a chance to work his wiles, or his fangs will be in your neck before you know it. As much as I want to accompany you, I'd only be a liability in a fight. Whether you find Orcus or not, return here and I'll report back to the lemurs. Good luck and good hunting. Yeah. So that dangerous void scent is Orcus. We need to find him. Where do we go? The other way. Three different spots. Let's go to the northmost. The first one. Candle, use. The stench of blood chokes the air, filling your nostrils with its metallic aroma. However, no ghostly fiends or slavering creatures emerge from the underbush. If there are void scent nearby, they must not be hungry. Second one. Another candle. Chick. Same metallic aroma. And nothing happens. Same response. And the last one. I wonder if I'm unlucky or is it programmed to be the last one. Drawn by the maleficent odor, a void scent rises from the underbush, though it bears no resemblance to Orcus. It ties you with a voracious hunger. Blood-sapped void scent. Okay. Okay, no need to use the full rotation. Use the candle at the designated location and slay the void scent. We are done. That was a big boy, actually. I need to finish these other quests someday. I'm glad to see you in one piece. Now, what's that you have in your hand? Blood.
Sure I understand.
Sorry. System settings. Siri. Shut the fuck up. Ask Siri. Listen to Hey Siri. Disable. Disable. Are we good? We are good, okay. So, blood-soaked ring. You said the Void Scent was carrying this? That ring, where'd you find it? Okay, so on that Void Scent. I see, then there can be no doubt. The Void Scent that Zephyr slew is the same one that murdered our woodcutter. Murdered? Are you sane? Aye, while I was searching for a place to set my trap, I spotted a shallow grave, hastily dug and poorly hidden. Under the thin layer of dirt was a body matching the description of the woodcutter. A wholly nondescript fellow, save for the mark of a ring removed from his finger. Doubtless that ring was his demise. Shiny bubbles a common fixation for Void Scent. Probably didn't spare a thought for the owner, only the price. I suppose we can take comfort in the knowledge that it will harm no one else. Orcus or not, I'd say this expedition was a success, after a fashion. I should apprise the whalers of what's transpired. You two catch some well-earned rest. Thank you kindly. Well then, I'll see you back at the headquarters. Okay, so I guess that's one quest almost done. Quite easy, simple, and short. On the hunt, Tunnel 1, Steps of Nod. And then I guess to the Weaver's Guild. That's... Ooh. Okay. That's a popular transmog. Weaver's Guild. Yes. Correct. Yes, I'm going in. There we are. Oh, anything to say? And the music. And there I thought this would finally be over. When Arneges has a lead, we are usually toasting our kill the day after. But these are exceptional circumstances. Maybe we didn't get the satisfaction I promised, but sitting here with our heads in our hands won't do us any good. Let's be happy with one less Void Scent preying on helpless woodcutters. The only good Void Scent is a dead Void Scent, not true? Orcus will pay for what he did. Glad to see a passion for our mission. Apologies we couldn't make your first outing more memorable. We were on the cusp of eating 2 decades of misery. Of ending 2 decades of misery, yep. That's how long ago Orcus came into this world, raging like an animal, free from his cage, and leaving my family dead in his wake. The grief he's caused since then is immeasurable. No matter where his accursed feet take him, his hunger follows, and the realm bleeds to sate it. Of course, we aren't the only ones hunting him, but he is as clever as he is vicious, and not even the finest trackers have been able to keep on his trail for long. Don't lose heart yet, boss. Well, you were away, I was making the rounds, and I might have found something that will soon bear fruit. Arneges is following up on it as we speak. I swear someday that man is going to kill over on my account. Okay. Still there is no one else I trust to tell me the difference between truth and hysteria. That being said, his work takes time to do right. Use this chance to hone your skills. And if all goes to plan, next time we speak you'll have a golden opportunity to test them. Okay. Dark Days. Drusilla is awaiting wars from Arneges. Apologies, but we are still waiting on Arneges to come through. There is not much for you to do around here until then, unless you have a knack for cleaning. Hermin is good at wheedling out promising stories and whatnot. Herman, it's that girl. But getting to the truth of those stories is a craft as delicate as weaving. I am sure you've seen firsthand how one bit of information can lead to elaborate plans coming apart at the seams. And there he is. No. Calm down, lad, breathe. What's gotten into you? It's Arnegis. He's been murdered. What? What? Tell me. I heard it wrong. I'm afraid not. The brass blades found him half buried in the sand. In the sands. Not bells ago. Just lying there like some bloody animal carcass. They're bringing him to Erelik's burial chamber as we speak. Whoever did this doesn't know the reckoning they've got coming. Before I'm done with them, they'll be begging to crawl back into their mother's womb. I want justice as much as you, Herman. I do, but it's times like these we need to look to the boss for guidance. As you can see, Zephrys' emotions are running high. I should stay here until Herman cools off. Can you let the boss know we are standing by and waiting for her command? Like as not, she's going to pay her respects. Where do we go now? Dark Days. Thaumaturge's Guild. There it is. Sorry, Zephrys, I ain't in the mood for chit-chat. Where is the Bloody Keeper? My lady pretty. The dead must be let to rest. The deads are going to have one more among them. If you don't shut your trap and listen. The brass blades brought in a body not long ago. Show me to it. Ah yes, that they did. But are you the deceased family? If not, I'm afraid we cannot. Family? Family? Arnegis was like a son to me. Like a son. Ordinarily that would be a... He is interred in the innermost coffin. However, I must advise you to not gaze upon the body. Mother, if she insists, then so be it. God's damn it, Arnegis. I told you not to go and get yourself. Don't, Zephrys. This isn't for you. I'm sorry for barging in here and for all the bluster. If you can forgive my rudeness, promise me that Arnegis gets sent off well and proper. Of course he shall be. However, if you wish to intern him within the city gates, well, such sought after space comes at no small expense. I don't care what it costs. Just send your men to the Lemur's headquarters to collect what you require. I appreciate you coming to find me, but there is something else I have to speak with first. Someone else I have to speak with first. I'm heading to Stone's Throw. Come along if you please, but come along in silence. I guess that's what we are about to do. Stone's Throw. Ah, we'll just run there. Let's admire the PS3 city. Oh, it's ladies, little ladies, whatever event. I need to do it. That's something from Omega, right? Omicron jacket of Castan, okay. Oh, that's not it. Dark Days. That's outside. Gate of Nalt. Aha, that exit. Then I should have used the teleport. For sure. There she is. This is where Arnege's dear wife earns her living. Best get this over with. Okay. Oh fuck. Arneges never forgot the debt he owed you. The debt we both owed you. Even so, his loyalty ran even deeper than that. It's a strange thing to look back on the people we were. A decade younger and a lifetime more foolish. Young lovers, proud patriots, blissfully ignorant, returning to Locus Amoenus, the cradle of our people. A triumphant homecoming for the guardians after centuries in exile. The once mighty invaders had been laid low and driven back whence they came, and it was a bannered day when Arneges was honored with a post there. The honor and pride quickly faded when we saw the truth of Locus Amoenus. We hadn't just defeated our enemies, we had clapped them in irons and condemned them to a life in servitude. Descendants of those who'd driven our ancestors north, so many generations ago, made to pay for the crimes of their forebears. His superiors were certainly pleased with the poetry of it all. Arneges, however, could not simply look away from their suffering, let alone take pleasure in it. Confronted with the reality of the place we would call home, his conscience demanded he take action. He began cooperating with the resistance, but the eyes of the Frumentarium are all seeing, and before long he was ousted as a sympathizer. It was only by the grace of good fortune that we escaped with our lives. I've often lain awake at night, wondering if he had outlived his usefulness to the resistance, or perhaps it was a petty senior officer that orchestrated our fall. Regardless of the cause, the outcome was the same. We could never return to the Empire. We fled to Eorzea by way of Radzat Khan. The only route open to us. It wasn't soon after stepping foot on the docks of Lim Salaminsa that your luck ran out, as I recall. Stopped by yellow jackets and accused of being Imperial spies. Aye, but we still managed to make an escape. We ran and ran, terrified that our pursuers would one day catch up to us. That is, until we met you. Had you not taken us under your wing, when you did, I shudder to imagine our fate. Your gratitude's the last thing I deserve, lass. If I hadn't sent Arneges off on my damned fool's errand, he'd still be alive. It was Orcus that killed him, and no mistake. He died for my vengeance. I can't tell you how sorry I am. No, you needn't apologize. I know you know he was happy. So long as he was helping you, he was happy. The blame for his death doesn't rest on your shoulders. It rests on the man, the monster, that murdered him in cold blood, and I expect you to see he answers for his crime. For me and for Nedges. I will, lass, I will. On this I swear everything that I have to swear. We need to talk, Zephyrs. Somewhere with your prying eyes. Come meet me at the bridge to the north. Let's fly there. By the way, do I have any hunting log? No. No. Oops. Too far? I owe you an apology, Zephyrs, for not telling you everything about me and Orcus from the start. I dragged you into a fight against a foe that's cunning, brutal, and utterly merciless. I thought with all of us together, we'd tip the scales in our favor. But I was wrong, and Arneges paid the price for my hubris. That void sent we tracked in the Black Shroud was likely one of Orcus' minions, but I was too caught up in my grand scheme to realize it at the time. I should have thought about why I tried to hide that body. Your common void scent wouldn't have the guile to bury a kill, but what if Orcus thought it that as a way to throw trackers off its scent and to dangle bait for me and mine? Orcus has used the same... I need to stop clicking my mouse. Orcus doesn't give his prey swift deaths. He toys with them, cuts into them, and savors the screams. That's how I knew he was responsible. It's like a signature. The way he leaves the bodies when he's had his fill. I only pray Arneges doesn't take that suffering with him to the next life. Orcus will be coming for you, or me next. Not right away though. That'd be giving up the game. He wants us to keep looking over our shoulders, sleeping with one eye open. He'll wear us down without even lifting a finger. And when he finally strikes, we'll be dead on our feet, playthings for him to do with as he pleases. That won't do. We need to bring the fight to him. No more waiting around for a lead to come to us. It won't be easy, but can I still count on your help? I've come this far. Might as well go the rest of the way. Thank you, Zephyrs. And if you've got no qualm risking life and limb to fight for an edges, to fight for me, then you've got no qualm calling you a member of... Then I've got no qualm calling you a member of the family. Family? A curious word, that. There he is. That is a cool model. That is a really cool model. Bloody, it's him, Zephyrs Orcus. Some persistent rats were nibbling at my tail. I should have known by their stench it was you and yours, Drusilla. Or should I call you granddaughter? Shut your mouth, you fries damned monster. Monster, is that any way to greet a beloved elder? Children these days. It seems one death wasn't punishment enough for you. A second should suffice for this scant reminder of your being. Remainder. Zephyrs, we are ending this here and now. Follow my lead. I thought we might savor our reunion for a while longer, but if you insist, I shall feast upon your beating heart here and now. Ah, not but dregs left in that desiccated vessel of yours. Too long has the hide been left in the sun. But your family has been replenished with fresh blood, I see. My, and what a bounteous soul this one has. Your scythe may be dull, but your eye is as sharp as ever. Blinding as the sun, pure as the snow. Delectable as a boar. Slave or something. That is actually cringe. I had thought to make a quick meal of you, but perhaps just this once. Forbearance is in order. Such a singular specimen must be given time to fatten, to fulfill its succulent potential. It would be a travesty to consume you here ere you achieve perfection. When your soul is ripe with fear, swollen with hatred, and fit to burst with despair, I shall return to you, Zephyrs, and I shall gorge. Dude, foo, cringe. But the model is quite good. Until that time, sup well, my growing whelp. Here's this old bones. He was right in front of me. I could have ended it in one swing. For a moment, just one moment, I saw it all again. My family slaughtered, lying at his feet. My life slipping away, and that was enough. Doubtless, you have more than a few questions. I'll answer them, I promise, but now is not the time, trust me. Standing around kicking the sand won't change what's done. Let's return to headquarters and let the wind cool our heads. Then we will consider our next course of action. It's Dark Days. What level is that for? 75. I think the quest will end at 80, but I'm not sure. Again, Weaver's Guild. Again. Inside the headquarters, yes. Drusilla. It was my own fault. If I hadn't stood there, slack-jawed, if I wasn't so damned slow, we'd be rid of that abomination once and for all. What you saw used to be my grandfather, before Orcus took over. He looks green enough to be my own grandchild now. Trick of the Void, like as not. It's no secret that if Void Sand doesn't want to devour you, it probably wants to take possession of your flesh, but Orcus has a particular talent for it. And as you doubtless surmised, he's got an insatiable craving for ether. Killing is only a prelude to the act of gulping down our essence, to the act of gulping down our essence, like a daughter draught of ale after a day's work. He is old, I can't say exactly how old, and he's acquired a taste for the finer things. It seems your soul counts among the finest he's ever seen. Things just keep getting better for us, don't they? Wouldn't be the first time someone set their sights on my soul. He can keep his bloody thanks to himself. Not the first time. Any road. It's clear that safety is no longer something we can take for granted. Not even in a crowded street, not even in the middle of the day. Keep your eyes peeled and watch out for those terrible red eyes. We are sitting chocobos for the moment, but I'll think of something and send for you as soon as I can. Until then, never sleep far from your side. Okay, next one. Level 78 wall. Drusilla seems relieved to see you walk through her door unscathed. Glad to see Orcus hasn't sunk his teeth into you yet, Zephrys. Don't go thinking he's given up on trying though. He's out there savoring you from a distance. Can't resist checking in on his prize, just as he can't resist seeking out morsels to tide him over till his feast. The reports we've received of a man pale as death skulking about the sands is proof of that. And then there is the matter of this blunted dagger. We don't know who sent it, but we do know what it means. It's a warning, commonly used by the less savory elements in Ul'dah. A warning that the next will be delivered sharp and straight to our bellies. More fool them. They've no notion of what we have faced and lived, thinking with soil or small claws over empty threats. Let's hope it's nothing more than just that loss. Seeing as we need to follow up on those reports sooner than later, anyone fancy a bit of fresh air? If you catch a whiff of Orcus' foul stench, all the better. Zephrys, I want you to ask around near Blackbush Station, and I'll head to Stone's Throw. When you are done, meet me there and we'll share what we've dug up. Okay. My frost begins to hurt. Thicker than blood. Blackbush Station. I already forgot where it is. It's been a while. Here. Loyal Lemur. I recognize that self-assured stride. The mark of a woman ready to take on the world and then some. You must be the Eorzean Reaper the boss sent word about. I am almost disappointed to tell you, nothing is amiss. The soldier in me would have loved to see a Reaper in action. I once fought in the Imperial Army, though you wouldn't think it to look at me now. Do you have an eye? Yeah, looks like it. There are so many Imperials in Eorzea, what the fuck. I served proudly under Lord Valens in my youth. Until the day he ordered us to use common folk as fodder. In some pointless skirmish. I refused and was sentenced to death by my candor. For my candor. Needless to say, I didn't keep that appointment. Compared to that evil, toothless threats and ghosts are no bother. But the less jaded are more excitable. One lass in particular has been jumping at shadows. She claims to have seen all manners of terrors, but I suspect she'd be startled by her own reflection. Still, if you want to lend an ear to her delusions, you can find her in Lost Hope. Elegant woman. Oh, hello, who are you? Oh, did Drusilla receive my missive? She sent someone to rid us of this terrible evil waiting in the wings? Truly she cares for us, as if we really were her flesh and blood, which is more than I can say about my own. Not once have I longed to return to the life of comfort I left behind in Garlemald, and I have Drusilla to thank for that. She isn't the reason I left home in the first place, of course. Had I not met my beloved, I would likely still be feasting on lemon cakes in ignorance. Some terrible decisions you've made in your life. Actually, no. Because she left the Garlemald, it actually spared her life, probably. In ignorance of love of freedom. I found the former in Garlemald, and the latter in Eorzea, yep. As our new life blossomed into something grateful. Okay. Not every day has been easy. Not even most days. But Drusilla's watchful eye has kept us safe, and our freedom is worth any measure of hardship. Such terrible fear gripped my heart when my beloved told me of the pale man he spied on the sands. But now that the family has come to help, I can breathe a sigh of relief. I am sure you wish to know precisely where to find that horrid creature, but I cannot help half so well as my beloved might. Seek him in the southeast and pray put an end to this nightmare. There. Southeast. There it is. Lithe dandy? What? What the fuck are these people? I'm not reading this. Yeah, that's exactly my thought. Apologies for the effusive display, friend. I'm a poet, you see, and cannot resist putting into words the flood of emotions that accompany such a striking figure as yours. putting towards this. Monster. What the fuck? Blood-sapped void sand. The bloodlust emanating from this void sand is potent and powerful. We'll see about that. Where is it? That's a strange model. I don't think I've seen it before. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my savior, my godsend. Would that I could have aided you, but alas, a poet's pen is of little use in battle. At least you realize that, okay. Unless, of course, that battle involves not swords and scythes, but words. Just ask the sire of my beloved, who is even now licking the wounds dealt by the invective verse I composed after he had the gall to forbid our union. A masterwork of scathing metaphor and subtle remonstration. What the fuck are these words? Alas, for all their pretensions, nobles are anything but subtle in their rage. We were forced to flee, to abandon our homes, with only our love for sustenance. Nevertheless, I have regretted not a single moment of our life in exile. In Eorzea we found an unexpected treasure, freedom of mind and freedom of heart. But I digress. Surely you did not seek me out simply to save my life and leave with a nod and smile. Did you wish to commission a poem? No, I can ask ChatGPT for that. The pale man, I encountered him whilst wandering these arid wastes, in search of inspiration. I felt the gaze of some terrible presence upon my back, and when I turned to meet it, he was standing there grinning like a butcher in a bullpen. He wore robes much too thick for this scorched land, and his skin looked as if he had never been kissed by the blazing sun. Worst of all, his eyes were as two bottomless pools of blood. I feared my end had come, but then he vanished as quickly as he had appeared. Perhaps I've been reckless. Recent incidents make it clear that the cost of inspiration is higher than I'm willing to pay. I shall return to my beloved, for both my safety and hers. Thank you again, my savior. So I guess Orcus orchestrates it, all these meetings. He deliberately shows himself. But it's fine. Wait, level 90 quest, a key to the past? What? Oh, is that the Criterion dungeon? Okay, we'll do it later. There you are, and... Yes, so we found this red fucker. Another one of his accursed minions. Well, I suppose we can take comfort in the fact that none of the family came to harm, yourself included. Well done. Speaking of which, what do you think of this family you've been thrust into? Speak freely. I haven't lived this long by taking offense at opinions I don't want to hear. Okay, so what are my options? I'm surprised you've all survived this long. Seems like any other family to me. Doesn't matter what I think, does it? I'm surprised you've survived this long. Like any other family. Seen some odd families then, I reckon. Oh yes. I'd like to think we are one of a kind though. A collection of cast-offs. Unfit to live under the Empire's boot. Yours truly included. Much as some enlightened types might tell you otherwise, people like to have a say in the life they lead. That's what separates us from those bugs over there. Born queens, workers, drones, bred into roles, ingrained so deeply they wouldn't know how to live otherwise, for the glory and prosperity of the hive. But we've got it in us to be different. Might be born into farming, soldiering, or politicking, but we can choose to walk a different path whenever the fancy should strike. Taint in our nature to accept our lot without question. No, we have to believe in something, put our faith in it. Only then we will be deigned to march in step. And indeed, faith of a savage stripe is one way to get us dancing to the same tune. Faith of a savage stripe is one way to get us dancing to the same tune. Others might be compelled through faith in logical law, intangible, invisible, yet cause enough for killing and conquering, if it suits the queen. Hello, Emmet. The invaders have sullied our birthright for 8 centuries, no longer. We march for Locus Amoneus. With a few righteous words, his radiant Stolus, Zos Galvos, whipped the hive into a frenzy. Once that fire is burning, the passion of the masses can't soon be quelled. What was once a wish for home became a holy mission to spread enlightenment. Enlightenment which would not suffer such beliefs as the beastmen held. Oh, Emmet. Countless scores rendered up their lives on the altar of empire, until an entire continent was united under a single Magitek fist. For those who still dreamed the dream of unity, a deed worthy of song. For those who still dreamed the dream of unity, a deed worthy of song, yet some awoke to see it for the tyranny it was, my grandfather Rulus included. The talents of the Reapers are passed down through bloodlines. Rulus was the best of us, the most accomplished, and feared in the Order's long history. The duty of the Reapers, our role in the Hive, if you will, was to deliver our countrymen from corrupt and power-hungry tyrants. When Garlemald found religion and conquest, its appetite grew to be insatiable. My grandfather pondered this conundrum for many sleepless nights, and came to a decision: he would relieve Solus Zos Galvos of his life. A bad decision. Oh. Ooh. Yes, a really bad decision. Short-sighted decision. Oh god, that I can imagine that it went so poorly. 20 years ago he slipped into the deepest chambers of the Imperial Palace, silent as a shadow, until he could hear the Emperor's beating heart. Yet when Rulus returned to me, Solus was alive and well. My grandfather, on the other hand, had a skittishness to his step, and his black hair had turned a pale white. He said not of his encounter with the Emperor. Oh yes, why is that? The most powerful man in Garlemald was no man at all. Shamed in his defeat, my grandfather sought greater power. Bit by bit, he gave more of himself over to the void sent behind his avatar. Orcus struck when Rulus was weakest, taking his flesh and soul in one fell swoop. When he was finished, not a mote of my grandfather remained in that body. There was only Orcus. The fiend flew into a rapturous frenzy, and my family were his first victims. I remember the chill of his teeth sinking into my flesh, knowing until they reached my very essence. Who am I standing here before you then? Oh, Orcus gorged on a soul that night. But it wasn't mine, not exactly. It was my avatar that filled his belly. Seems that was all he could stomach. Some might consider that a lucky twist of fate, but I had little time to ponder my fortune. Fled soon as I was able, his radiance never looked kindly on those trying to end his life or their families. I wandered about for years until I settled here and started seeking out others like me, others who had awoken from the Empire's dream. Lemurs is what we called the spirits of the dead in the Garlean tongue. A fitting moniker, if there ever was one. Waking up from a long sleep ain't like climbing out of the grave. I can attest to that. Son of a bleeding, remind me not to give such long-winded speeches when the sand is blowing in my face. I'm heading back for some ale. See you at headquarters. Yes, please, don't speak so much anymore. My throat's hurting to read all that. Let's teleport again. I wonder if the next quest is going to be the last. Welcome back, boss. How was the family? Shaken but unharmed, aside from some tousled hair and mangled verse. Orcus left one of his minions behind as a gift, but Cephris made quick work of it. I always said she was a keeper. Oh no, you didn't. You have an eye for the fears of heart. I wager she could slay Orcus all on her own. Not that we'd let her take all that glory. Of course we wouldn't. We will all be there when Orcus tries to take his prize. I don't think we'll be waiting long either. Orcus said he'd strike when Cephris was ripe with fear and hatred and despair, seasoning his loath to forgo. I have an inkling how he might try to draw out those emotions and finish off a half. Right, you are Drusilla. Would be nice to have a little bit more time to read that. How many nights did you mourn your lost avatar? The wellspring of your power. I must say, it was quite a dish. Ah, I think not. Move so much as a finger and your head will hit the floor. Oh, that's it, Cephas. That fire. I want to see it burn. I want to see it rage. I want to see the hatred seep into the depths of your soul. Such a cool model. Okay, shall I make this Drusilla's final breath or this one? It's so very hard to choose. Oh, and some custom music. I was right not to give in to my baser instincts, to allow the thought of your taste to simmer in my mind, as you and Drusilla formed a bond, a kinship even. Born from an understanding of your inconsequential ideals, that you might better appreciate the bitter loss. But perhaps I should wait a while longer to let the flavor of your hatred mature and the tongue of your malice ripen. I can make use of Drusilla yet, revel in her screams, exult in her misery. How splendid it will be. All the while my prize piglet will grow in fat, with loathing and succulent with terror. Patience rewards the dutiful gourmand. After all, when your tantalizing favor has fully matured, I shall return, and I shall reap my harvest. Yeah, let's turn this in. God's damned voids and bastards, soulless piece of shite. We need to think, Herman. I know, now is not the time to lose my temper. Deep breaths, cool heads. Right, we need a plan. First thing first, find out where Orcus is hiding, the rest of the family should be able to help with that. In the meantime, you need to prepare. I know you're a good Cephas, but we can't lead the boss's life to chance. Sharpen your skills and your scythe, then sharpen them once more. The boss can do naught against Orcus without her avatar. That means you'll have to do the heavy lifting. Of course, I'll do what I can to afford you an advantage. You can count on that for Drusilla. Okay. Yes, abilities. Enshroud. So what is that? Offer your flesh as a vessel to your avatar, gaining maximum stacks of Lemur Shroud. Shroud Gouge. Allows for Shroud Gouge accumulation upon the landing of... Aha! So it's another combo on top of... What can I say? Layers upon layers of combos. I need to level a dragoon, hopefully it's easier. When I get my hands on him, oh Cephas, listen, we found out where the boss is being held, but I'm warning you. The how of it isn't pretty. An envelope arrived at headquarters this morning. I opened it and inside was a letter written in blood. That's not that bad. There is no doubt whose it was. Orcus is reveling in his own cruelty. The letter said he is waiting for us at the dusk vigil. Gods know what he's doing to her now. I've called on every able-bodied member of the family for this one. We are heading out as soon as everyone's assembled. We are here, Hermin. Why is this poet here? And more are waiting outside. We are ready to repay the debt we owe to Drusilla, with our lives if we must. I'm not reading that again. The boss would beam with pride to see this group of cold-blooded killers. Alright, Cephris, we are ready when you say the word. This is a job for a Reaper and Reaper alone. Face Orcus and you won't be coming back. What? Now we might not hold a candle to the likes of you, but we've got skills. You'll need someone to distract Orcus, right? Then you can move in for the kill, while his back is turned. Don't tell us to stay here with our thumbs up our arses, while the boss is suffering. Don't make me repeat myself, Drusilla wouldn't want you throwing your lives away. What do you know about what she wants? Herman, listen, maybe she's right. I know she's right, goddammit. Doesn't mean it doesn't chafe. The boss wouldn't trust just any woman with the Reaper's arts, and Cephris has proven herself worthy time and again. If you're going alone, take that with you. Mine is 10 levels higher. For the boss, no self-respecting Reaper can reap without their scythe. Now go and make Orcus rue the day he crossed into this world. Okay. The killing art. I have to fly for a long time. This way. Okay, so I'm going to be done with the quest sooner than I expected. Then we'll have some time to do normal raids to gear up my Reaper. Can I do... what can I do, actually? Oh, I can do all of them. Okay, so we'll be going straight for the Abysses. But I need the Asphodelos 4 times to get the scythe. Yes, unfortunately. Reaper, also known as Kamikaze. What? Reaper. Oh, I see now why. Yep. Now it makes sense. Oh, that's a dungeon. Which one? Wait, no, which one? The Dusk Vigil. I remember it. Yes, sink. There you are, Cephris, my prize repast. Come forward. Garlemald music, okay. There is our edgy boy. I can smell it, your fear, your hatred. Your tendered marbled soul, my masterpiece ripe for the slaughter. I'll savor every bite, strip the flesh from your bones. Cringy boy. Who came up with this animation? How I hunger, how I thirsted. Hungered, thirsted, yes. Yeah, let's just begin the fight. Never have I suffered so in waiting, but in beholding your magnificence, I see it was worth every agonizing pang. I do not expect you to leap into my maw willingly, nor do I desire it. Okay. So far seems easy. I would expect some crazy mechanics here. Void call. Okay. Misclick. Okay. Oh, it leaves a void zone. Okay. Fuck. And you wait. I'm here. Very good, Defiance becomes you. Though it begins to bore me. Annoys rather. This past time You bared your belly for my blade. Prey's sole purpose is to satisfy. Oh, there should be nothing left of you. Should have learned to chew your food more thoroughly. Fools, the both of you. I won't die so easily. I don't want it to be easy. Okay. The Battle of Cringe Lords. At least that's a bit harder to dodge. They are cringe, but they are free. Yes. You get it. Okay. Come here. That was an easy fight. I remember when I was leveling my red mage. His quests were insanely hard. The honor is yours, Drusilla. Thank you. Dripping with fear, boiled in hatred, I can still smell its exquisite aroma. It's done, let's get back to the headquarters. Now I'll get like 4 new buttons that I'll have to put somewhere and actually press. Oh, now it's 2 daggers. Boss Cephris. Sorry for causing you all no end of worry. In tracking me down you risked life and limb. And for that I thank you, all of you. We didn't risk anything, we just sat here praying until you and Cephris walked through that door. Don't be so hard on yourself, lass. I know each and every one of you would have joined her if she hadn't talked some sense into you. We owe you our lives, boss. We owed it to you in return. What? Wait, give me a second. We owed it to you to return the favor. Yeah. You are more than I deserve. Who forces them? Who forces them they hold dear into a personal vendetta? Who forces them they hold dear into a personal... Okay. Who leads family into their death? Arneges was no fool. He knew and accepted the risks. He placed his faith in you because he believed Orcus had to be stopped, and he was right. There will be no more victims to mourn. He helped you to achieve that victory. It would be enough for him, and it will be enough for me. You're right, this ain't the time for sulking. Arneges would be the first to tell me that. Now's the time to honor his sacrifice, to toast those we have lost and those still by our side. Yeah, and they lived happily ever after. No, okay. And to thank the brave souls that led us here. That means you, Cephris. Much as I would like to take credit for Orcus' demise, it was a long, bloody road. But this marks the end of your first assignment as a Reaper. And what an assignment it was. You might not be Garlean, but you tackled your task with a singular resolve that would impress the most hardened soldiers. I am proud to call you family. We may have founded the Lemurs to provide a home for wayward Garleans, but we are not so different Garleans and Eorzeans. No great revelation that, but moments like this help to put it all in perspective. This family was a dream that gave us the strength to survive in a strange land. But the beautiful thing about dreams, if you ask me, is that they can change. You promised to not give speeches again. I'm so tired of reading. They can get better, so I say that. From this day forward, the Lemurs will be united not by origin but by purpose. Brothers and sisters bound by shared convictions. I don't think anyone will object to that, boss. The Lemurs are ready to welcome people of all stripes. Starting with you, Cephris, though it was all but official already, eh? Here's to the birth of a new family. And now they lived happily ever after, yes. Oh, I don't want to read anymore. Okay, and Shroud. How does this work? Anything else important from you? It's always a pleasure to see you walk through those doors. I know it's not very homely in here, but feel free to kick your feet up wheresoever you can. How fare the Lemurs? We are doing as well as can be expected, all things considered. Our just left some shoes that are proving hard to fill, and we've found ourselves with less skill at hand than we are accustomed to. Hermine is doing all she can, bless her heart, as much as she claims to hate using her head. She's shown a sharp mind for trade. And thanks to her, our Ceruleum business is getting back on track, okay. Arnege's wife is making do. You'll be glad to hear she's running her own stall and doing a fine job at it by all accounts. I just hope that if anyone in the family needs my help, I'll be around to give them what they need. I've heard tell of what happened in Garlemald. Just because the Empire is gone... Oh yes, so this dialogue is supposed to be here much later. Okay, so... Okay. It doesn't mean that everyone who's fled its clutches has a burning desire to return home. I take it the Lemurs will be in Ul'dah for some time yet. Again, about the Reapers, yeah, okay, that's fine. Nothing. Okay, now I have this blob on the right side. Actually, let's finally fix my UI here. Gouge, Dimple... 140? Yeah, that looks better. Save. Yeah, kind. Oh, there are two of them now. Fuck. Why is everything so hard and complicated? Death Gouge. It can also be simplified. Well, for now I want to look at it like this. Oh, wait, save. Let's go and find a dummy. Fuck. So many buttons. I should just play tank 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And not all this. I think there are some dummies here. Yes. So, let's see. What buttons do I have? Soul. Changing the action to Harvest Moon. What? What is this? Wait. Cast time is instant when used outside of battle. Okay. Delivers an attack. Plentiful Harvest. Delivers an attack to all enemies in a straight line before you. First enemy hit takes more damage. Immortal Sacrifice cost. What is an Immortal Sacrifice? Potency increases. Additional effect. Increases Shroud gauge by 50. Consumes all stacks. Deals unexpected damage to target and all enemies nearby it. The potency. Oh, that's a lot of potency. And Shrouded effect expires. That's not all of my buttons. And Shroud. Offers your flesh as a vessel to your avatar. Okay, let's try to press some buttons. Soul. Deals unexpected damage. Okay. Okay, but how do I get the other gauge? By casting these abilities. Then let's just fill it up. Okay, now Shift G. Offers your flash. Duration 30 seconds. Maximum stacks of Lemur Shroud. Oh, there it is. 5 stacks. But how do I cast this? Immortal Sacrifice. Immortal Sacrifice. Harvest Moon. Okay. Oh, I see. Arcane Circle became stronger. Okay, I missed that completely. Okay. Grant Circle of Sacrifice to self and nearby party members. Yes, that's a base effect. No, wait, Circle of Sacrifice. Can I see it somehow? Traits. Grants Bloodstone Circle to self. When... there is the description. Okay, let's finish this for a bit. Reset enmity. When you or party members under this effect successfully land a weapon skill or cast a spell, the Reaper who applied it may be granted a stack of Immortal Sacrifice, up to a maximum of 8 stacks. Aha! I see, so I press this, I get stacks, and I need to spend them with Plentiful Harvest. Bloodstone effect. So I cast it only once. Because I cannot cast it while I'm under the effect that gives me stacks. Allows you to accumulate stacks of Immortal Sacrifice. Okay, let's try it. Okay. So... I have no idea how I would even open my rotation. Okay. Okay, I see. So I got one stack. I see. I see. Okay, let's do it one more time and I will register for some dungeon. I'm actually thinking about not keybinding it at all. Oh my, oh wow. I see. Oh wow, okay. So I press and shroud, my model changes. There it is. Now my abilities change. Do they have positionals? And then communal. I see. Okay. Holy shit, that's a lot of buttons. that I need to keybind somewhere. I would need a fucking MMO mouse for that. This is being pressed once a year. This is a bit more often. Yes, this is going to Alt-C. This I'll only press out of combat. Fuck, Alt-E. Communal. Alt, cool, fuck it. We'll figure something out. Let's do the hardest first. No, actually. So what do I need? I need everything. I didn't even buy the ring. Fuck. Okay. I need a hat. Fuck, I need everything, so yeah. Yes. Okay. So it doesn't really matter. All of them give gear. Can you please reset? Yes, thank you. Now HUD layout. What does it look like now? Let's see. Okay. I hope there is no timer that will overlap. It's fine. Oh, that was a misclick, okay. That is such a busy job. Gonna help second GCD my ass. And positionals on top of that. Amazing. Okay, kinda got that. Reset. Now, actions. Those are the abilities. Aha. So when I'm enshrouded, I don't need to do my positionals. Okay, got it. Recast, 1.5 second. Okay, and GCD is lower for those. Well, at least it's fun. Let's go into tribal quests. While we wait. The queue should pop up any moment. Don't even know if this block is useful at this moment. I will have to rethink that. Op. 7th circle. Who is that? Is that the tree? I think that's the tree. Come on, tank. Don't disappoint me. Yes, that's the tree. Yeah, that was a fuck up. Now I'm a true reaper. Charged off a platform. That's just some easy AoE. Ah, fuck, that was a mistake. They're going to charge. Fuck. Haven't been here in a while. Oh. Shit. Okay, alive. I'm alive. Good. Okay. Okay, that was a pretty bad performance, but a new role, and I haven't been here in a while, so It's fine. Just kill it, please. Thank you. Yes. Where is there? Where is there? He left, so... Chick. I need everything. I need absolutely fucking everything. One. Come on, give me something. Pants, I'll take that, okay. Just 3 more tokens. Okay. Let's do the last one. Because I need the weapon token. Vata. Flying Hippo. I remember this quest. Only now there is a lot more points. Or no, that's a different quest. What? Pro yellow. That's a different quest. You? No. What? Oh, yellow gulal. Why doesn't it work? Okay, let's try the other ones. Okay, that worked. 2 out of 3. Oil factory warfare. All factory. Do I need to hit both of you? Maybe? No. Okay, this worked. Waste not, want none of that. Where is it? Okay. I guess I can dismount. Just who I desire to meet. And you have something for me? Kitchen scraps. Okay. That's just a daily quest, no need to read it. Seedy affair. Mm-hmm. Um, the fizzling of the antidote subsides, and you successfully extract around Aswatha seed. Swarna's cook should be delighted. Report back tomorrow with your find. Okay. Just take your delivery and let me go. Okay. Okay, the queue is almost ready. Quest 1. Quest 2. And wait. Handover. Complete. Okay. The last one. Okay, done. Now I can progress with the story. I will do it later. For now I just want to do one more raid and be done with it for now. No, not Razat Khan. Actually Razat Khan as well, yes. I need to get a new ring. Here. That's from Pandemonium Exchange. Unsung Disciple of War. Reaper. Yes, I need a ring, right? Yes. Here you go. And do I need new hands? Not really, but why not? So ring goes here. Hands armor is full. What can I throw away? You. No, not here. Probably here. No, you can be thrown away actually. Update. Also update the portrait. Save. Okay. It's already 6. Bridesmaid, okay. Come on, Q. Don't make me Q as a tank. Let's do gambling. Okay, shitty ticket. Commence. Okay, let's not fuck it up. Let's try not to get any stacks.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison. From fulgent flame my servants rise. Out of my sight! Leave naught but ash in your wake! Let seep sorrow into your heart! I tire of this farce! Behold the fruits of sacrifice!
I fucked up with my rotation. Wasted a lot of resources.
You will know my rage!
Okay.
Perish in flames and rest! Go forth and sate your boundless hunger!
Again, same mistake. Fuck. I need to be more careful.
A fitting death. I shall see my wish fulfilled. You are prey to be confused.
Okay, I'm getting used to this rotation.
Tear flesh from bone.
Ooh, that was a mistake, okay. Pressed the button one too many times. Why did I jump there? What the fuck?
That seep sorrow into your heart.
Such a dumb mistake.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice. You will know my rage.
Okay, left. Front. Right. Left. Front. And right. Okay.
Praying before a god. Perish in flame's embrace. Go forth and sate your boundless hunger.
Okay, now the hardest overlap and we got lucky. Yeah, we got really lucky.
From fulgent flame my servants rise. I tire of this farce.
Okay. Cool. If only I didn't die. Where is that ninja? I don't need this anymore, but I need this. I don't need this. I need this. This, 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 and this. 2 punch tickets, that's it. I got something else, right? Armor. Aha, so chest piece as well, okay. Yeah. I need a better weapon to do some proper damage, because right now I'm too far behind. And I need to get used to my rotation. To not die like a bitch from every little attack. Because I'm getting way too distracted by my buttons. I guess that's it for now. I really wanted to do the story, I did the story. Did a few raids, maybe I'll do a bit more later today. Can I do expert dungeon now? Probably not. Oh, I can. Okay, I will do that later. Cool. That's it. There is a high chance that I will be later today doing crosscode. I'll be on later today, but I'm not sure.